After the recent game from MPL-PH versus the Execration in the Season 6 of the MPL, many fans of the game are shocked at the strategy the MPL-PH has shown against the Execration. MPL-PH, with the courtesy of Rafalicia, used and abused Diggie's passive by feeding throughout the game. This strategy surprised big personalities, especially in the pro scene. So for today's episode, we are going to analyze this tactic by discussing first Diggie's passive, when to use this strategy, and what is the main goal so this strategy will become more effective. So without further ado, I'm Enzo and this is Yugatech Gaming. Now let's get straight into it by talking first about Diggie's passive. Its passive is simple. When Diggie is killed, Diggie will become an egg and can still move while waiting to resurrect. You can still use spells, which is a big advantage, but the only spells that you can use are Revitalize and Aegis. So I recommend that you use these spells so you can still support your allies even if you're in egg form. This is why they use Diggie in this strategy. Diggie is the only hero that can still be useful even if he's waiting for resurrection and can be resurrected anywhere in the map, unlike other heroes that will start in the base. So I know what you guys are thinking. What is the goal? The main goal of this strategy is to delay the enemy funnel and force their funnel to walk in their base to heal without recalling. You can also give vision to your teammates where the enemy core is, so your allies can initiate team fights without the enemy's main damage. In simple terms, it's Diggie's job to follow the enemy's funnel everywhere they go. This will make the funnel tilt and force to kill you, but still, because of Diggie's passive, you will still be able to follow their core and give vision to your teammates. So if you ask, what if the enemy just kills you repeatedly and just earns gold in each kill? Well, it's not always the case. When a hero has 8 consecutive deaths with no kill stat, the enemy who killed that hero won't gain any gold. That is why Diggie feeding won't affect much the gold count difference. Also, your credit score will not be affected as long as you're moving and earning assists. When using this tactic, it is still recommended that you use defensive items so that you can still last and throw your skills. We suggest that you use custom mage emblem, specifically the magic worship talent, as the main source of your damage. This may sound easy, but when you pull off this strategy in the real game, you will know that this is difficult as this tactic requires high teammate coordination. Your teammates must take advantage of the vision that Diggie provides to farm faster, as well as initiate ganks, because if your team is not familiar with this strategy, it will lead to a much worse scenario and your team's rotation will be dismantled. Remember, it's Diggie's job to follow the enemy core or funnel. It is also an important factor to consider the enemy's lineup. This strategy works best when the enemy core has low mobility or fewer blink skills like Roger and Yi Sun Shin. This is a big weakness of this tactic, as this does not work well when the enemy core is very mobile like Ling, who can swiftly roam the map through walls, and Lancelot, who can escape through numerous dash abilities. In this game, you can see that MPL-PH did a good job complementing the vision that Diggie gives using Selena. With the vision that Diggie gives, their Selena can spam more precise abyssal arrows that can deal damage to enemies. This strategy was very unpredictable, that the Execration was forced to deal with Diggie than take more important objectives. Don't get us wrong, Team Execration is a great team, but I think they just got bamboozled by this strategy because this is the first time of it being used, at least in Philippine competitive play. But then again, one of the reasons why Execration is not winning here is that they cannot adjust or improvise through the middle of the game. So it is not completely this strategy that made them lose. Remember that it's also your job to counter your enemy's moves before it's too late. So what do you think about this mind mush your enemy strategy? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to visit yugatech.com/gaming for more news, tips, and tricks. It's your boy Enzo, and stay safe.